Hi, good morning. Um, so I'm a little weirded out because weird shit is happening around my house, and I'm finding this as a perfect opportunity to tell you about it. Don't worry, I'm gonna be alright. I just want to let you know what it is. So, my as long as I've been here. Okay, I think when you notice when you move into a new place, what your doors look like and everything like that to see if it's easy access for people on the outside, you would notice some shit like that. Okay? I woke up today, this Tuesday morning, and I have a lock on my screen door that looks brand spanking new, shiny as a new fucking coin. Do you understand me? I've been here, and I would have noticed that because then it would have had me on. Like, what if somebody tries to unlock it, or what if anything? I'm that type of person, okay? I'm gonna call somebody about that anyways, but I just thought I'd get on here and share. So mind you, even the door looks a lot nasty. Even the handle on the door looks a lot nastier than I remember. And mind you, I was just there yesterday. I couldn't help but notice the door, the size of the walls, and everything. So how did I miss a lock? Okay. But so I just wanted to share that with you. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And an update, nobody came as far as knocking on the door trying to get my attention, as far as I know. Other than I wake up this morning and I have a lock on my screen door, so they can probably just come in here and do whatever they want to do whenever they get ready to do it. So I'm not stressing about it because I feel like I handled it well. So I'm just waiting for results, and that's that.
A few moments later.
I can't stop thinking about that shit though. I ain't gonna lie, on the inside I am really tripping. I'm tripping. I'm going through it in my little mind because, like I said before, I've been through so much already. And remember that word, deja vu. There's so much I can say, but you know what? I don't want to talk up that old shit. I'm just gonna let the old shit come over here and be old. I like new shit, but I keep getting old shit. Therefore, I can pretty much expect the same results. And let's just hope I have on a different pair of panties, maybe a different outfit even when it goes down. Maybe it won't go down at all. But the fact that you tried, the fact that you put everything in your heart and spirit to get whatever it is that you're wanting, and nobody even knows why you want it. Why do you want this? Why do you want to come in here so bad? You know what I mean? There's no reason to put a lock on my door if I'm sitting here waiting for you to knock on it so that I can let you in. So I have other means, in case you just decide to. I will be installing some type of an alarm to let me know that somebody has entered my home without me having to get up and open it. So we'll see what happens. Mind you, if they had came in here last night, I'm literally laying right next to the motherfucker. So if they came in here, I would have heard it because I wasn't even sleeping. Okay, I closed my eyes just because if they were tired. But if the phone rang, if the floor creaked, I would have heard it and I would have got up because I need to make this money, and that's all I'm thinking about. Money's calling, so I'm gonna jump up and I'm gonna try to receive that. Either way, you would have been caught. Either way, I would have called the police. And all you could say is, oh, well, they're not gonna do nothing, or you would have ran scared. Either way, I'm calling them. And either way, they're probably going to investigate how to get a hold to you. I have a name of a company that I can call. I have all of that. So if they got to sit outside your shit and follow you every time you move, find all your maintenance men, whatever you need, honey, they ain't doing shit as far as I can see. As far as I can see. Anyway. So, I don't know if you can tell. It's a whole nother day from when I started this new vlog. And it's red because if you know, you know. But if you don't, it's just what is these things called? It's a ring light. You know what people do with ring lights? They perform. And here I am, darling. I'm ready to perform for you. Right. Anyway, just kind of clocked out of one band and trying to kick into another one. But I didn't forget. I didn't. You know what? That's alright. That's okay. I just have to go into another room. There, can you see me better? So, I don't even know what to say. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm completely naked right now. Because I was about to take a bath. And that's what happened. And so, before I get in that tub, I'm about to go get in the refrigerator. Because I have a fantasy of being bent over completely naked in the refrigerator. Looking for absolutely nothing. I don't want shit. I ain't even got shit. Ain't nothing in there. Just cool air. And I just want to bend my ass over in the refrigerator. I'm gonna holler at you later.
The next day.
So good morning again. Just waking up. And the phone has been getting on my nerves. But that's what I signed up for it to piss me off. So, just been working since I opened my eyes this morning. Been working since before I opened my eyes this morning. And y'all know what? Sometimes I do my work in my sleep. I do. I'll be literally taking calls in my sleep, and then I'll catch myself. I'll be listening. I'll wake myself up by the sound of my voice, and I'll realize, like, wait a minute, where's my phone? And my phone will be on the charger. But my dream was like I was literally on the phone. So yeah, it's pretty funny. I like that part of it all. Anyway, what has been going on around here? Absolutely nothing. As you can see, I'm not in front of my door, in front of light of outside. Nothing really has been happening. I've been trying to hustle, trying to get a few extra coins, and I'm a little bit successful, a little bit but you just gotta keep at it. I mean, it's some stuff, but I don't want to be like sounding all like that. So that's neither here nor there. Let's just thank God I'm still sitting here enough to vlog today, and maybe tomorrow too, and maybe the day after that. We'll just see what happens. But with that being said, I guess you can pretty much figure out what that's about. I have talked about it. But I'm not sure where. I have no idea where I post that shit. So I couldn't even tell you where to go and find it. But it's some bullshit. And it's like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So there's all that, but without thinking negatively about people wanting to pop your fucking ass. I'm having a good day. Bills gotta be paid, so I'm not struggling, but I gotta get these bills paid, and then everything is good. I ain't even gonna hold you. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so let me fill you in on a fun fact that I just learned today. Okay. I know I said I wasn't gonna be thinking negative, but if you think about it, it's not really negative. It's actually pertaining to my well-being and my safety, and yet and still I'm still sitting here looking like a goddamn fool. So I was just reminiscing about, a past life. We all got past lives now. I ain't trying to hear that. But about a particular place that I am contracted to, and the name stands out like a bitch because the person, the company, the affiliates of this place are still active. I'm still a contractor here and stuff like that, where police were called. I was a victim, and I don't think I was just a victim pertaining to the type of work that I do being contracted at this place. I think it was a victim just pertaining to the fact that I was around something. I saw something and I said something, and I said a little bit more than I needed to, and that caused me to, I'm gonna take it there, you ready? That caused me to be kidnapped, snatched up, whatever you want to call it, by this particular person's husband, an affiliate, and then the person that contracted me, was his wife. You know what I mean? And they were the people that kidnapped me were caught. They were like, "Why did you say her name?" It's just, shit like that. And then they were arrested, but the two were never caught. And so she got away. He turned himself in or some shit. And then life is life in. So, there's a friend. After all of that shit took off, she disappeared. There's a friend. We're out having lunch, and then we just happen to see this bitch, but we can't recognize the damn woman because we never laid eyes on her before. And now, mind you, at this time, I was not a contractor with her place. And so I didn't know her from a can of fucking paint. And so my friend thought it would be nice, if he could introduce himself to her and get to know her, he was an officer, and he wanted to meet her. She looked like his type, so he said. And so she wasn't having it, and me. Anyway, I went and chased this lady down after she literally scoffs at him, and I'm just like, yeah, because he likes you, whatever. And she's like, well, if he likes me, he wouldn't be so childish and he could talk to me himself, not send somebody like you to come and talk for him. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just tell him that you said that. Sure. So I go and I tell him what she said. He's like, oh, well, stay out of my business. So I did. I got nothing else to say. And so, time goes on. We keep seeing this same lady in the same spot. And mind you, he's an officer. And then one day something happens. I forget. I just did all of this reminiscing yesterday. So I don't know. I'm trying to tell you about it again today. It's kind of interesting. I just want to tell you about it. Be careful. Be careful. I'm still sitting here living in it, but the bad parts are kind of like gone already. But remember that word, deja vu. So I'm still dealing with the same people. I'm still getting phone calls from the same people, and so much more. But yeah, he's like, something happens. She finds me leaving out of the restaurant slower than the rest, and she's just like, here's my number, give it to him. And I did, and then he ended up getting kidnapped by this bitch. And and then I'm just like, okay, we haven't seen our friend in a long time, and I'm hungry, like, who's gonna pay for lunch, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, she just happens to be right around the corner from where me and my papas stay at. And so I'm going for walks, and I happen to see her, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? I ended up getting in the house, and it turns out that the house is not hers. It belongs to some old lady that she's keeping hostage in this bitch, and this old lady don't even know that she's being held like this. She's got a whole another man up in here doing whatever he's doing, and life is life in. And she's like, oh, once go in the basement. Let's hold a private conversation in the basement. Now, mind you, I wasn't the victim at this time, but I think if I would have kept going over there on a regular basis and keep taking my dumb ass in this lady's basement, I could have been. But I ended up and I found my friend tied in the fucking basement, cold clock, knocked the fuck out and whatever. And then he's just like, get the fuck out of here, whatever. He's like, do you like this type of shit, or you want me to call the popo? And it's just like, whatever. And then this old lady found out that I knew he was down there, and then she wanted to be barking and biting and scratching and fighting me to get the fuck out or whatever. And then whatever the case may be. And then it turns out that she realized she had her whole eyes opened right in front of me. And so anyways, it's like another situation after she realized she was a victim her fucking self. And then I kind of ran, and then I came back the next day, because it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna get my friend and this old bitch out of this house. So I get down there, and then something I said something or whatever, and the guy that she's got holding this lady in this house of hers or whatever, something, and I said, and he's like, well, you need to get the fuck out. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. And then whatever I had said that ring their alarm, she goes running around the corner, but I'm already out of the house. And I just want to go tell my papas, look, you need to call the police, because our baby daddy is down here in this lady basement. And then by the time we get there, she's gone, nobody can find her. And they found him, and he was unconscious and some shit, and he wasn't able to speak for a few days. And then when he becomes unconscious, oh, thank you, da da da. But everybody still says the same thing, you need to mind your fucking business and stop sticking your nose in places that it don't reach. I have a short nose. Can you see it? It's really short and shiny, but sure. And then like later on, her dumb ass goes back to the house, and I'm still going on walks for the same place. She's dyed her hair. The old lady, they couldn't find her. And then it's just like, and then this dude comes around, and then this, whatever the case may be, he pops up, and he's like, oh, something's wrong. He's looking different. He got a face, he had surgery on his face. Now, mind you, well, my spidey senses do. So I'm telling everything I think, like, call me crazy, whatever. But I do not need to sit here and lie to you. If I feel like something's wrong, because sometimes I don't shut up, and or I'll just go do shit myself. Probably end up locked up. Would you believe me if I told you that I was locked up? My spidey senses are tingling to you when I'm in this lady's basement. Come fucking get me. Right. And where was I? It didn't happen, but let me tell you. So, this dude comes out of nowhere. Her hair is dyed. His face is different, and he's pretending that he don't know her and all this and whatever the case may be. And he's like, oh, she's got a dead body in her backyard. What are you talking about? No, mind you already knew, because, anyways. So me and her befriended, and we end up right back in this house, hanging out. The house looks the same, but I don't know. It's just so much. But just be careful, because I totally, now that I was thinking about it yesterday, I totally get it. Where a lot of these places, a lot of these places are considered, traffic rings situation. It's not just being there and just being, being subjected to trafficking. It's the simple fact that maybe your agency that you work for is possibly just that, You know what I mean? It's just it's something, you know. I mean, I told you earlier about my friend. It's the same place. You know, her face. I'm literally using her character. This girl used to be my friend, and I'm using her character. The name, I had to pick it myself, but then when I think about it, that's exactly what the fuck her name was. So, I don't know. And then, look, when I tell you my spidey's in the, it's like, if there was something that you wanted to say to me right now watching this video, and it's like you thought I heard it, you thought I felt it or whatever, it's kind of like right now through these past days somebody is like reaching and tapping me and telling me like the character that I use, not that bitch, I get several characters, but somebody is telling me about another character that I use there. And I notice that every time I get a call for this character, and instead of them saying the way that the name that I picked out, they're saying a whole totally different one. And I'm arguing with myself, like, why are you changing my name? And it's like somebody is just saying, because she gave me that, and you know, whatever the case may be. So it's like, it's a lot of weird shit. And then it's like, I don't know, but I don't want to say that this place is like literally a building for just trafficking bitches holding us up in here and making us think that we got shit to do when we really don't. And the people that are calling us are your fucking family members and ex-husbands and shit like that, which I don't care because I make $200 from it. But so just be careful, because I've been here before. This is all a rerun to me, and this bitch and everything that I see having been contracted here, and it's a lot of stuff, like I said, behind it. It ain't got nothing to do with her, but it's like when you see your employer or your contractor peeking around corners, like they're checking on you to make sure you're doing your job correctly. It's like the way that it comes in, it's like it don't sit right. It's like you're coming in at the wrong time. It just feels like, and I'm not benefiting from you checking on me. It's like you check on, it's like so yeah. Hopefully this bitch ain't trying to traffic me and trying to sell me to her ex-husband or no shit like that. I promise you, no. That's why I just want to tell you about it in case you, or whatever. Because if I end up disappeared and I don't vlog, and you just like, whoa, I wonder what happened to that girl. Hopefully she's not sitting in a cage in somebody's basement. Hopefully it's not, because I decided to vlog and just say shit. I did not say the name of this agency company, mind you. This is not. Yeah, and it's actually kind of supposed to be linked to a lot of other different ways to get phone calls. So hopefully my call volume increases, is what I'm told. But I ain't gonna talk about, because I said what I said, and I said it the way that I knew how to. Because did I lie? No, I don't have to lie. This is what's happening. And so I work with a lot of different other agencies. There's one other agency who's about the same way, but we're not gonna get into that either, because if I do, Lord have mercy. Just be careful. I'm still sitting here knowing what I'm knowing, going through what I'm going through after knowing what I'm knowing, caught like a motherfucker, knowing what I'm knowing, and I'm still sitting here. So, and then I have other ways, like I do other shit too, and tell you it ain't your business. But anyways, good morning. I woke up with actually I was mad at Mr. Beams this morning, because y'all know what, when you go with somebody, listen, I'm not, let me tell you something. Hold on, I'll be right back. When I tell you I look messy, nasty right now, I am not lying to you. Okay, so let me tell you, Mr. Beams did not come home last night. He woke up early in the morning yesterday talking about some, oh, I gotta go to work. But we had to get some shit done before he went to work, if you know what I mean. So then he didn't come home last night. And I was working, but I ended up dozing off, so I don't know nothing about nothing. I just happened to be like rolling over. At what time was it? Like 5 o'clock? It was already daylight. 5 o'clock this morning. Mr. Beams all in my ear talking about some, I'm home now. I'm home now. You don't gotta be, alone, some shit. Then, because I was big and I said something, whatever, what wives do. And then I'm just like, oh, okay, well, come home, yada, 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 whatever case may be, wrap his arms around me. I probably dozed off for like another 2 minutes before the phone started ringing. But I don't know. But anyways, before Mr. Beams got home this morning, last night before I dozed off, it was really late. And why smell pussy? Why did I smell pussy? I smell coochie. I smell fish sticks. And it wasn't me. And then because I be like holding hands with this man. I'll let you know whatever it is that I be doing, how I be doing. I don't know how you play with your man, but I'm just okay. So, but I smell pussy. So I'm like, Mr. Beans, what y'all up in there eating for dinner? Like, y'all got fish sticks going on? Like, what is it? Where you ain't got no tartar stars, whatever? Like, I'm just trying to be funny, you know what I mean? But it's like, nigga, I smell pussy on you. And he ain't got no response. So I'm just smiling and laughing over here, just trying to just figure out what in the fuck he got going on at work that you smell like goddamn fish sticks. And then I just happened to see some old cruising by, and I smelled it again, and it looked like it just did some shit that I had no business to do. So I just said, I don't know, you fucking lying. She's like, oh, I didn't know. He like, nah, that's and she was like, who, like, I didn't know that you was talking to your, she called me his daughter, because he called me his daughter. So I was just like, now mind you, I'm at home, he at work. I said, no, I'm not his daughter, I'm his wife. And then she want to get a little bit more, whatever. Now, mind you, this bitch look half naked, and it smells just like his fucking fingers. Okay, so I didn't say nothing. I'm just like, well, my daddy don't even like fat chicks. He don't like fat chicks, and he don't eat fish. He don't even eat meat. And she just was like, she was just learning shit maybe about her new man. So I just keep lying like I'm his daughter. And every time I put the daughter face on, it's like she want to simmer down a little bit. But when I put the wifey face on, she want to be all shaking her ass up in my face too. I'm like, okay, yes. So I don't just play the daughter role, and she just kind of got a little mad or whatever, and just kind of dipped off. Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna give you your moment, and then I don't know what happened after that, baby. I just went on and just kind of went to bed or whatever, and then the night was a night. I woke up half an hour answering phone calls or whatever, and woke up to his big black bald-headed ass coming up in here, so I'm home now. I forgot all about it until I just started talking about it, and it's just like, okay, but I'm not gonna bother that man, because I'm already knowing that people like Mr. Beams, and it's not, it's like, they got this thing where they talk about bald-headed men are the best lovers, the best husbands, if you get you a bald-headed man, whatever, sure. But once you get with that bald-headed man, you ain't gonna want that bald-headed man no more. I don't know. But And mind you, I wanted to tell her so bad because I had to tell a few other, and they all big boned it. They all real big, fat, nasty spaghetti drop bitches. They babysit kids and let them vomit in their mouth and type shit like that. Like big, fat, nasty looking ass whores. I mean, you're a whore if you know he's married, but you still want to just advertise your tuna. So I'm okay with that. Playing the daughter, the sister. It's a free show. Because I like looking at big girls when they feel sexy. And then they, comfortable in their skin. Not asking bitches like me. So yeah, I ain't worried about that. Not worried about that at all. I was finna say something, but I forgot what it was. I don't really got nothing going on other than the fact that I need to learn how to cut down these boxes in my living room and take it out to the trash can. I will let you watch me struggle, but it's not gonna be pretty. I think about it. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be cartoonized either. I mean, if you know, you know. But I ain't live. Besides, if the grass not, I think I'm gonna do that something. You are something. You gonna be the reason I open my door, huh? Because if I wasn't talking to you, I wouldn't have thought about it with my dirty ass. And I'm opening this door with no pussy, with my pussy out. Hopefully ain't nobody doing nothing. They ain't got no business doing. The grass has been cut, honey. At least low enough for me to get out here and do what I need to do and get back here. Now that the door's open, Lord have mercy, I want to keep it that way. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it. It don't look like nobody been sleeping on my porch. It don't. And then I told you about this little ugly ass ponytail holder. Let me tell you something. After I told y'all about that, I came outside to smoke a blunt, right? And now I've been kicking that damn thing around. And guess where it sat? Back in there, right? In the exact same spot as it was when I first. It's like, why don't you just come and get your fucking ponytail holder? Shit. You wanna whip my ass over a ponytail holder? Girl, let me tell you something. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure out something to do with this box. And this I got a trash bag in the kitchen I gotta take care of. I will